Hey guys, what's up? It's Hand's turn. Coming back with another live stream for you guys. So, today, I really needed a good excuse to mess around with the Lenovo G02, also known as the Sunyao G02. See, look. Even says Lenovo, guys. Look at it. Look at it. I dare you to look at it. So yeah, this thing's, it's been a little, controversial or whatever. It's another rock chip, it's another 3326 device. Like, there's been a million of these things, right? So this version of it, to my knowledge, is nowhere to be found anymore. I've seen the Sunyao kind of pop up on AliExpress here and there, but the most recent experience, the most recent version of this I've seen is by GUSGU. Ironically enough, I have one of their webcams I used to use somewhere sitting in a box over yonder over here. But it's called the H7 now. It's going for about 50-60 bucks. It's a little expensive for, a 3326 device, but like, it's a it says 4.5 inch screen. Pretty sure it's 4.3. I tried to measure it a little bit with like cloth tape measure. Can't find my calipers for the life of me. But it's about 4.3, which is still pretty big, especially when it comes to like e-wasteland. So I think it's well worth, like the 50 to 60-ish asking price. Like, it's still cheaper than things like, Trim UI brick, which I conveniently have right over here. Trim UI brick, for comparison, it's a 3.2 inch screen. Now, yeah, this is nice for, one-handed, put it in your pocket, whatever. But when you really want a bigger screen, it's hard to beat one of these. You can also find it as like the R36 Max 2, the R36 Ultra X, and it's all the same panel. It's 1024 by 768, 4x3. Just like the brick, it's just clearly bigger. It's even bigger than the Brick Pro that just came out. So you lose a little bit of performance compared to the all-winner 133, but for most of what you're using it for, rock chip's gonna get it done anyway. So, like, it's got, right now I've got an ArcOS build on here for this, ArcOS for clone. It came stock with just Emulec to 4.7, whatever crap. It's like the death OS of crappy Chinese e-waste. But was able to get a build of ArcOS on here. There's actually a more official build for this now. There's a guy in the community, Mr. Lee. He's got a H7, I believe, is what he used this to build off of. This is a small tweak that through Discord, the ArcOS for clone creator basically tweaked the R36 Max 2 one to kind of make this work, and it had some quirks, and it's not enough for me to notice, but yeah, when I get a minute, I'm just going to change it to the actual H7 one, just so any other weird things I have to deal with aren't that much of an issue. Yeah, so anyway, I mean, it's the typical, if you've seen one of these, it's ArcOS. I have a special theme on here that I found on GitHub. It's called Let's look this up. So ABN, see if I can get a little bit closer here. There we go. So you got this ABN, stands for Art Book Next. Anybody that's used any sort of emulation station, like Art Book Next is like what everybody swears by, pretty much. You got a few outliers out there. There's a couple other ones I like, you know, Epic and some of the other themes, but Art Book Next is always the one everybody goes with. So yeah, and then it's called Retro Girls, and then it's based for a 4.3. I've got a version for my Android that's a whole other version, but basically, like, take a waifu from, you know, Game Boy Advance, obviously, you know, Genesis. That's basically all I have on here right now is Game Boy Advance and Genesis, because I like to separate all my consoles so I'm not dragging through everything. But anyway, there's obviously any other amount of themes through Theme Master that you can get. Let's see if I got anything else on here. Yeah, I'd say like Epic Aeolus, Colorful's a nice one. Basically, you can tweak these things, you know, however you really want. Colorful's okay. I don't like that, like, so up and down doesn't scroll the screen left and right, and I have no arrows to really tell me which way. So that's a weird little thing that I don't necessarily like about that one. So anyway, back to this thing here. So but another thing I like about these ones, so these game collection settings, there's all these automatic ones here for like arcade. Hey, stuff I've never played. Let's go ahead and check that one. Favorites. I don't know if we really have any favorites. We'll do 2 and 4 player. I like to check everything on here just because of this theme. And then these custom. It's not showing me any custom ones. But you know, there's a few things in here that it automatically made, which is nice because it just lets you scroll through here and make more pretties. You know, if I had literally like, if I just went with a basic like, okay, all games, maybe a favorites, maybe a last played, and then the 2 consoles, you know, it's like I'd be losing half the theme here. Anyway. So yeah, it's like I said, it's a basic art book, whatever. One of my favorite things, if you've ever seen on Speedcast, I can hit the select button here, or I can go through the menu. And actually, I may not be able to go through the menu. I think it's a different version I have where I have to go through the menu to do it, but if I just hit select, boom, got this cool little screensaver on here. Like, it'll just cycle through videos of every game that I have on here. And you know, it's nice because like I can walk in here to the wall where I have 10 of these going. I just see a game just kind of scrolling through the screen. I'm like, oh yeah, let me pick that one. And then I can hit the wrong button. Hit start. And it'll open this game for me now, which is pretty cool. But also not what we're here to do. So I'm back out of here. Yeah, you get all these different settings. Like, you can change this theme all you want. If you're a real, like, if you know, if you're not really like crazy into all that stuff, you can just kind of leave it stock, you know. I really like to have fun with these and just really make it look like my own, I guess, you know what I mean? So yeah, as I'm scrolling through here, so I'll get closer to actually playing a game here. I do have this messed with I do have this messed with a little bit. So, I'm going to go to this metadata on immersive. I always got to back out and go back in. So, I've been tweaking this theme a little bit. Like, anybody that's used like regular art book, let me see if I can actually get that one to pull up. Well, probably not going to be able to do that without changing the whole theme. Let me do that real quick. Might as well show it off. So, I've got a regular art book on here. So, we're going to switch that. We'll switch to that real quick. So yeah, here's classic art book. I go to GBA. Like, I've got, you know, the screen here. Got all my metadata, the name of the game, my whole game list, taking the whole side over here, whatever. So now back to this version, which that's how this thing came stock too. I just really like to mess with these, and I'm still finishing up trying to figure out this last little setting. So I go with metadata on immersive. And so basically what I'm going for here is that, you know, this little bit of the game is cropped off in the preview. The only thing I got to figure out, which it doesn't look too terrible depending on the background. Like, obviously this one kind of, you know, you can still kind of see the shine there. But yeah, the idea being that if I can condense all this down into there, I'll have it just perfect. But, you know, that's a song for another time. I've already wasted about 10 minutes just talking about this goofy thing without actually just getting into it. I'm gonna scroll through everything. Oop. Oh, I already got it pulled up. Sweet, because I opened this earlier for the thumbnail. Yeah, we're gonna play some Fire Emblem, classic 2003, one of the best GBA games out there, right? And this rock chip, it's gonna handle this thing like a dream. I also have this nice little overlay that I picked up. I don't remember what that one's called. It'll come to me later. So, you know, basically your Game Boy Advance had that 3x2 screen, and this is a 4x3. So there'd be some black bars at top and the bottom normally. I just get this nice little image overlay. Looks just like the old Game Boy Advance with a little bit of flair. But it just looks like that bottom chin bezel on the old Game Boy Advance. So, not too bad, right? This gives it a nice little bit of flair for those that want it. Take my volume's down. So, one of my quirks with this version that I had is that the volume buttons don't work right, but I do have a shortcut set in place for that. This button would normally change the RGB. It doesn't do anything anymore. So I set it to the, you know, this is where like anybody that's got an R36S, you know, there's like a soccer ball right here. So basically this is your like function button, general purpose, whatever. So when I hit this and then I go, up and down is for my brightness with the D-pad. Let me go left and right. There's my volume. I am still not hearing a word though. Huh. Wonder if I did something else to screw this thing up. About to find out. If I remember correctly, volume maybe works out here, but not in game. Now I've got it set to 100% up there, so we'll see if that does what I wanted it to do. This sounds pretty quiet though. If this doesn't work, then screw it. I'm just gonna play it. Honestly, I play most games like no sound. I'm usually at like a 2x like speed multiplier. Oh, there it is. That was a little bit loud. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. Let's see if it gives me enough characters. This is always the moment of truth. Got it! Just enough characters. Which, Tetsuki, it roughly translates to like working with your hands, blah blah blah, in Japanese. So, Tetsuki, hands, you get it. Let's go. December. And I am a dude. Are these the settings I want? Yes, yes they are. Are you awake? Nope. I'm asleep. There, that's better. Found you unconscious on the plains. Well, you know, sometimes I like to get wild, you know. Get drunk, pass out, don't know where I wake up. Happens sometimes. Lynn of the Lorca tribe. What up, Lynn? He saved me. Can I remember my name? Man, how much do I have to drink? My name is Tetsuki, which is an odd sounding name. But I shall pay her no mind, for she says it's a good name. And see by my attire that I am a traveler. What brings you to the Sake Plains? I like to get a little sake in the plains, if you know what I mean. What was that noise? I don't know what noise. I didn't hear nothing. Go see what's happening, and I get to wait here. Yeah. Yes, this is 2026. So yeah. You go, and I'll stay at home. Oh no, bandits! Must have come down from the Burned Mountains, planning on raiding the local villages. I have to stop them. Well, good luck with that. I'll be wishing you luck from the old the tent here. Oh. So you think you can handle them all on your own? That's fine too. You know, whatever. A bit of hubris, but whatever. That's fine by me. Oh, she's gonna get herself killed. What I want to? No, I don't want to help. Fine. The game. I'm a strategist by trade. Over here. Listen. Here, listen. If you want to help, I could use your advice. Protect you, so stay close to me. Damn right. I like this world. I'm gonna go here. Unit information. Lin is blue and enemies are red. Tetsuki is green. That's a lot of green. What's green? That green? That green. That green? That green? That green. Essentially, battle consists of blue units and red units taking turns moving on the field. I am only here as a strategist. So I will only appear during special events. My job is to place the cursor on the blue units to issue their orders. First, select a unit and place the cursor on Lin. Press A button. Cursor on Lin, press A. Needs to be closer. I have selected Lin. When a unit is selected, the map changes color. Lin can move anywhere in the blue area. Move her to the space with the flashing cursor. Place your cursor there and then press the A button to finish. Hopefully these bandits can't walk that far. Otherwise, this is a terrible tutorial. Anybody that knows anything, you never go as far as it lets you go. Never go the max unless you're going to attack. You always kind of play around a little bit, like a couple spots back, maybe over here, and a little cat and mouse game. Uh-oh, the bandit spotted me. He's coming this way. Yeah, watch. He's probably in range. Oh, nope. Okay. Let's close in and attack. So we're going to select Lin. Move to one of the areas adjacent to the bandit. I have to be right next to him to attack. We're going to pick that one. Now strike. Select attack. With the sword. This guy. Not quite enough to do anything. And it's gone. Victory is mine. But she's been injured. Need of a vulnerary. Usually you got to pay extra for that. There's another bandit over by the GUR to the west. You don't know what a GUR is? The only GUR I know sings the Doom song. GUR is a round hut. Many nomads live in huts like these. They want me to move here. I need to do first aid, but you're going to make me move closer? I don't understand. Alright, so we're going to Use a vulnerary. See, now this dude's definitely gonna be in range, right? But apparently he didn't do nothing. But he didn't do nothing. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? I am! Think batter the beast. Batter the beast. Yeah, I think I'll be alright. Maybe not. That was pretty close. He's tough. It all comes down to this next blow. Tetsuki, if I fall, I want you to flee. You must escape. We could have just not been a terrible tutorial. I probably would have done way better in this fight if you weren't holding my hand for the story. I don't know, I just work here. That was close. Totally underestimated him. Sorry if you worried me. I wasn't worried. The tutorial, either you're gonna die and then the story's gonna go crazy, or you're gonna be fine and then we just keep trucking. Lane gains experience. When she has enough experience, she will level up. She increases in level, her abilities improve. Over time, she will grow much stronger. Time to bring this chapter to a close. Select Lyn and move her to the gate where Bata the Beast was standing. Select C's to complete Lyn's victory and your own. C's. Good work, Tetsuki. Let's go home. Morning, Tetsuki. Are you awake yet? No, I'm trying to sleep, bitch. That fight yesterday must have taken a lot out of you. Say, Tetsuki, I want to talk to you about something. I have some experience in the ways of war. See? Would I allow her to travel with me? What? You want me to get permission from my parents? My mother and my father died. Ooh. Awkward! People look at it, they don't. The last of my tribe, bandits attacked and they killed so many people. They killed so many. The tribe was scattered. Father was the chieftain and wanted to protect our people. Because young people are old-fashioned, they wouldn't follow a woman. No one would follow me. But no more tears. A terrible day for Rain. Better now. Become stronger so that I can avenge my father. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. You won't become stronger by sitting here alone. Sure you will. Tetsuki, tell me you'll train me, that you'll let me travel. I guess. Well, that's wonderful. Thank you. I get to be her master, huh? She is my peerless warrior. Phrasing. Definitely a master something. We can do it, right? Yeah, whatever you want, baby girl. Travel with Lynn, Tetsuki. Give her your aid, and master the art of combat. Complete the tasks set out in each chapter, and help Lynn in her quest. Turn the instruction window on or off by pressing select. Save. That was like 15-minute intro? Jeez. The apprentice tactician and the young sword fighter. A strange pair on even a stranger journey. Ooh. Strange journey. Oh, that's DS though. I don't have a good DS emulator. Anyway. Prepare for a long road ahead. Go to Bulgar, the commercial center of Sake. Sake. Long time. Unbeknownst to Lynn, she will discover something that will alter her life forever. Chapter 1. The Footsteps of Fate. Tetsuki, over here! Here! Indy! Here! This is Bulgar, the biggest city in all of Suki. And purchase supplies for the journey. Oh, my heart, what a dazzling vision of loveliness. Who's this douchebag? Wait, oh beauteous one! Would you not favor me with your name? Or better yet, your company? Fucking simp. Where are you from, Sir Knight, that you speak so freely to a stranger? Wouldn't catch me dead talking to strangers. He is from Lycia. Hail from the Kalen Canton, home to men of passion and fire. Sounds pretty gay. Got him. Shouldn't that be home to callow oafs with loose tongues? Even lovely when she's... Dude's a total simp. Let's go, Tetsuki. Whatever you say. Thane, hold your tongue. Ah, Kent, my boon companion. See, I told you these guys were gay. Why so severe an expression? If your manner were more serious, I wouldn't have to be so severe. Still have a mission to complete. What do you know of courtesy? Not a damn thing. You would be so kind as to move your horses. Unlike somebody needs to hold their horses. You at least seem honorable enough. Pardon me, but I feel we've met before. Beg your pardon? A lot of pardoning going on here. No fair, Kent. I saw her first. Oh, now we're gonna argue. What an idiot. Seems there are no decent men among Lycia's knights. Let's go! Wait, please, not like that. Come back, milady. Yeah, there's some neckbeards. Like she might be. Be what? Is our mission? You're joking. And the plot thickens. Run, we're being pursued. Could it be those knights from town? No, it's not them. These men are out for blood. Aren't you the pretty one? See? Your name is Lindis, is it not? What'd you call me? Such a waste, an absolute waste. Things I'll do for gold. Gold. And dude is pretty old, so he's probably into gold. More than I can handle. But I'll not give up. I feel like I've seen him in a few movies that start out like that. What? These guys again. Now they're gonna get killed by these other guys. Hey, you there. What's your business? Such numbers against a girl. Cowards, every one of you. Yeah. Why don't you pick on somebody your own size? We can discuss that later. It appears these ruffians mean to do you harm. God, it's like a rocket at the hard place. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. And back, I'll take care of this. You there, Commandus. I am Kent, Knight of Lycia. My companion is sane. We will follow your orders in this battle. This acceptable, milady? I knew it. I knew the milady was coming. These dudes had fucking incel written all over them. Yes, it is. Tetsuki and I will lead. Let's go! Yeah, we just established that. Let me attack first. Lynn is defeated. Your journey is over, as is your game. Other blue units are beaten, the game will continue, but fallen companions will be unable to return to battle for the rest of the tutorial. Use caution and good judgment. After all blue units have been moved, it automatically becomes the enemy's turn. To begin, select Sane, press the cursor, and press A. Alright, which one of you is Sane? That one. Attack! Move me to a space next to my foe. Watch, he's gonna get his fucking ass kicked. I see this happening right now. Fucking called it, dude. I missed. Huh. A lance is more heroic. A knight should look heroic. You're gonna look heroically fucking dead, my dude. Forgot to buy a sword. What an idiot. Got the iron sword. Titsuki, allow me to make up for my companion's blunder. I am at your command. Swords best axes, axes best lances, lances best swords. I'm trying to figure that logically. Lance and a sword. Yeah, I mean sword. Lances are longer than swords. Axes besting a lance. I guess you could kind of like block it a little bit. And swords besting axes just because they're lighter and faster, more wieldy. There's probably some sort of logic to that. The weapon triangle. It's of the utmost importance. What about the weapon squircle? We need a weapon squircle. Forget these triangles. First, let's illustrate that swords are strong against axes. Select Mr. Kent. And we're going to go here. The enemy wields an axe. Use a sword. We want to use the sword. And look, we got an up arrow and they have a down arrow. Yeah. He's almost defeated. Now let's deliver the final blow. I must be next to the enemy. Attack with another sword. And that wasn't enough. But we got him again. Eat shit. Tetsuki, give me another chance. Oh, I guess he will reach. Because he's got the length to get there, but... So we want a sword against this axe guy. You still missed, fucking idiot. Able to dodge and time. I can't believe he evaded my sword strokes so easily. Yeah. Most can't avoid my sword stroke. Look closely. The enemy is hidden in the woods. Branches make it difficult to attack, don't they? You're right. I was so focused on attacking, I didn't see. Your lack of attention may someday cost you your life. Fine, I understand already. Let it go. If you truly understand, then act like it. Kent worries too much. He's going to grow old before his time. Me too. Me too. Each type of terrain has unique characteristics. Woods and plains. Battle an enemy in the woods. And the enemy will likely miss you. However, your attacks will be impeded, giving you a distinct advantage. Same is true for foes. If the enemy's in the woods, he's more difficult to hit, factoring your terrain benefits in the weapon triangle. The window at the bottom of the screen gives information on terrain the cursor is placed on. Check to see what terrain is advantage by using the cursor. Now let's put this to the test. We're going to take Kent. Ready for battle. Take Mr. Kent here. We're going to go into these woods. And we're going to use his sword to attack the axe guy. But we're both in woods. And since I'm the one doing the attacking, Bandit to the knights. Oh, there's probably some sort of weird logic here. Need to close the distance. The knight said woods are advantageous. In that case, let's go to these woods. Yeah, see, look at that. We're not maxing out how far we're walking. We're just setting a little trap and waiting. Your name is Sane, right? Yes, Sane, the gallant man of Kalien. That's me. If you insist, why have you not healed yourself? Hey, I've been injured. What a cat. The dude doesn't know he got hurt. You cannot. I'm not buying that for a minute. To wrinkle that perfect brow of yours with worry for me. I was thinking of giving you a vulnerary, but looks like you're fine. To give away an item, use the trade command. Trade can only be used by units that are adjacent. Use the trade command now. Select Sane and move him next to Lynn. Well, hopefully that's not leaving Kent out to dry. Oh yeah, that bandit's almost dead. I can't keep such a generous offer waiting. The healing power of love awaits with yon angel Tetsuki. God, what a douche bag. Now, select trade. I don't even want to waste the vulnerary on this fucking dude. Trade with Lynn. Place the cursor on Lynn's items. Press up or down on the control pad and select a vulnerary. No matter which one. Fuck it, I'm going to use the one with the lower number. Press the B button to stop trading. Sane can now use said vulnerary. Oh, it wasn't even that bad. Come on. Mounted units have the ability to move again. Essentially, this allows cavalry to move the number of spaces left in their movement range if they haven't done so already. However, the attack command nullifies the move again ability, so select blah 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 blah. So that's all the further I can move. Let's move there. Mission goals change from chapter to chapters. Chapter's goals to defeat all enemies. Check the chapter goals in the window to the upper right of the screen. To open the map, place the cursor on an unoccupied space and press A. You can confirm the chapter goals here by choosing status from the menu. Also has suspend. Useful if you need to stop a chapter midway. Time to continue this chapter. Best of luck. Yeah, as much as you're fucking dragging this fucking chapter out, it's like I feel like I need a fucking break, dude. Oh, I don't want to leave them open. Let's continue to play a little game here. I'll go into those woods and wait. This guy will attack with the sword on this guy. Get wrecked. Motherfucker! Damn, that guy sure fucking moved a lot. I'm gonna move her over here. Attack with the sword. And I'm in the woods. So eat shit. Biatch! Using fucking Simp Boy over here is interference. Let's move him into some woods. And wait. Let's move Kent into these woods and wait. Let's move. These guys don't want to move, do they? Little fuckers. Bunch of fucking pussies. Which one is this? That's sane. Well, I can't get Kent there either. Draw these little fuckers out. Now you fucked up. Shouldn't have done that. Should have never come here. Can't move there. I wonder why I can't move there. Is that like supposedly like blocking the way? Do you know the way? Oh. Well, that guy didn't want to move either. Okay, this is Kent. Move him into those woods and wait. And then we will move to the edge of the bridge here and wait. Let's see what this little fucker does. Why is he not moving? Kind of annoying. He's got an axe. Cursed knights, always tampering in others' affairs. That's not a great feeling. Missed. Get wrecked. Blast. That was only supposed to be a little girl. Oh, that girl just kicked your fucking ass, bro. That's the last of them. Fantastic work, Tetsuki. Oh, look at a nice little storybook. And now for these Knights of Lycia. You are going to share your story with me? Yes. We have ventured from Kalin and Lycia in search of someone. Lycia, that's the country beyond the mountains of the southwest, isn't it? Correct. We've come as messengers to the lady Madeline, who eloped with the nomads some 19 years ago. Madeline, our lord the Marquess of Kalin's only daughter. He was heartbroken. His own daughter would abandon him so. Eventually, the Marquess simply declared that he had no daughter. I have no daughter. And then this year, we received a letter from Lady Madeline. It said that she, her husband, and their daughter were living happily on the Sake Plains. The Marquess was ecstatic to learn he had a granddaughter of 18 years. I remember the smile on his face when he announced that he'd suddenly become a grandfather. The granddaughter's name is Lindis. This was also the name of the Marquess's wife. Don't apostrophe S, the S. Get out of here, S. Third S. Passed away at an early age. I'm going to pass away at an early age if I keep seeing these fucking grammatical errors. She should bear this name. Called the Marquesses. They did it again. Now his only wish is to meet his daughter's family at least once. This is why we're here. We didn't know that Lady Madeline died a few days after sending her letter. We only learned this shortly after we arrived here in Bulgar. But we also learned all was not lost. Her daughter yet lives. We heard that she was living alone on the plains. I knew it immediately. You are the Lady Lindis. Why would you think that? Your resemblance to your departed mother is remarkable. But you know my mother. I'm sorry to say I never met her directly, but I saw her portraits in Castle Kalin. To the rest of the tribe, I was always Lynn. But when I was with my parents, when it was just the three of us, I was Lindis. All so strange. All alone in the world, now I have a grandfather. Lindis, I never thought I would hear that name again. Wait, that bandit, he called me Lindis too. What? How could he have? He was a henchman of Lord Lundgren. Dolph Lundgren? I must break you. Lundgren? Who's that? He's the guy that killed Apollo Creed. Also, the Marquesses. The S's. Everyone assumed the Lady Madeline was gone forever. This made Lord Lundgren heir to the... Oh, God. Can we just stop using him like a Marquess? There's gotta be better. Groan. To be blunt, milady, your existence is an obstacle to your grand uncle's ambitions. I have no interest in inheriting my title. Unfortunately, your grand uncle is not the sort of man to believe that. I believe the attempts on your life will persist. What should I do? Kill him before he kills you, motherfucker? Copy us to Kalin. Continuing on this way is dangerous. I feel I have little choice, so I will go with you. Tetsuki, I'm sorry. This changes everything. What will you do, Tetsuki? You want me to decide? Of course, your companionship would do much to ease my journey. But it's going to be so dangerous. You'll come? Let me ask again for your friendship and your aid. See how long this fucking section was. 1746. 30 minutes. Dear God. So we are now officially 45 minutes in and only 2 battles. Got all these old games, right? Good game, it's just like... I'm waiting for the hand-holdy part to be over. But it's alright. Chapter 2. We're going to, instead of chapter 2, we're gonna switch the other game I wanted to play. So that was a little bit of Fire Emblem. Obviously beginning a little bit slow, a little bit handholdy. Classic, GBA style game. So got this other game that randomly found in my Steam library here. Get out the old Legion Go. This is StarVaders. Don't know a whole lot about it other than there's some turn-based tactics. Oh, why is my internet off? That is weird. Try that again. So, yeah, I mean, it's overwhelmingly positive. All time. Steam Deck compatible. Yeah, just Steam OS compatible. I don't know when they started doing that. Instead of they used to always just say, deck verified, deck whatever. No, it's just Steam OS compatible. Probably some news I missed somewhere living under a rock. Anyway, yeah, so StarVaders. It's like a roguelike deck builder tactics combination. Yeah. Currently 25. I did not pay 25. I think I got this in a Humble Bundle. Pretty sure I got this in a Humble Bundle. Any hooser. Let's go back to the game. Well, let's see what's up with StarVaders. Obviously, Legion Go 1, Z1E. Let's zoom this out a little bit. Probably a little too zoomed in for this bigger screen here. Yeah, press any button to play. Easily clearing the 144. Performance profile, custom. Let's go low power. So yeah, I'm using Catchy OS. Linux distro, uses Steam Big Picture mode for games, or you can always go into desktop mode too. Integer scaling, always a good option there. Still setting to 144. It says I'm using 15 watts. I don't know how well you guys can see the game scope overlay from here, but I feel like it's a little high. I mean, it is a newer game, but it's still like pixel art. Let's see if we just cut that. Whoa. Too low. At 36. 48. Let's just set it to 60. Or 72. Since it's half of the 144. I like the math. Alright, press any button. Still like 14, 15. Oh, 13. We're dropping. What kind of options do we got here? Graphics. 1080. That's part of the problem. 800. Windowed. So now we're integer scaling. Pause in background, better danger zone visibility. Probably I got old ass eyes. V-Sync. I might as well leave it on. Mouse and keyboard mode, control bindings, inbox settings. Not that crazy. Speed run mode, completionist mode. Skip story and unlocks, skip pilot unlocks. So it seems like you can like skip stuff if you just want to kind of mess around in here. Wait. No. Not proceed. Well, I don't like that cycling through these just requires the right trigger. Left trigger will try to reset the default. Left button, right button, like that doesn't do anything. It's just this one right trigger and you have to go through everything. A little odd. Deal with it. Tactical music effect. Adds reverb while you are playing a card. Ooh. Well, let's turn up the sound for this. I don't think the mic's picking it up. Hang on, let's see if we can get